hit us, especially in this part, like a big blow on our
Yeah.
face. No one really planned it. What we didn't plan, we didn't see it coming. So first and foremost, people have to understand that the impact of COVID-19 on business is beyond our control, is beyond the control of the employers. Nobody saw this coming. Nobody saw it was going to affect their business. So first and foremost, we have to put this in mind. So don't see your employer as being wicked for firing you because they cannot pay you. So you have to understand. However, I just suggest that if you feel like firing a staff, or if you feel like firing a staff rather is inevitable, then you should just at least give them something before they go. Maybe pay them off, give them their salary, or if you can't afford the full salary, maybe half. Don't just send them away penniless. So it's
Nothing.
like
Yeah.
hopeless situation for them. So that's what I'll suggest. It's inevitable. So please, your employer is not wicked for firing you. This is just the sad reality, and we have to face it. So if you are being
Okay, I
fired,
have a kind of look for you when you say your employer is not wicked for firing you. I'm like, okay, I hope those that fired actually do understand that.
really,
All
if
right,
they
Wuby,
were
let's get
employers too, I'm sure
into
they'll also do same. So
I assume. All right, let's get your thoughts, Wuby, as regards hiring and firing.
Okay. Yeah. So it makes sense what Alice said, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. I like to say that.
Yeah.
So if the business is so badly impacted that there is nothing the entrepreneur can do, then it's a helpless situation. These are things that they usually consider acts of God or natural disasters, because nobody necessarily started it or nobody caused it, but it just happened and everybody's affected. So you cannot say you must insist that people must retain their staff. You can't fire and all of that stuff. It
Yeah.
will be unfair, on businesses because depending on how their books are doing, that's what's going to determine. But I personally would advocate for um, more like some kind of maybe you could look at salary cuts. You could look at other ways that you can retain your workforce without necessarily letting
Going to
them
fire.
suffer or not, or letting them go altogether. So if you say, oh yeah, so I'm going to take out 40% from your usual salary, and I'll only be paying 60 pending when the company or the business stabilizes, I think like it's reasonable. In my case though, I have not I still pay my staff, right? And I still try
Same
to make sure
amount.
that they're
Let's
fine
let's
because
let's bring you out.
I'm looking at the bigger picture.
Okay, she didn't get me.
What is that?
Now I was asking if you're still paying them same amount or if you did like the salary
No,
cut
no, I
thing.
did not.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, I still pay them, right? And
Yeah.
because I'm looking at the bigger picture, I have invested a whole lot because of the nature of my business. It involves a
Yeah.
lot of training, a lot of like facilitation to get your staff to be up to speed. So it's not just about, oh, I'm just going to fire and hire someone and everything is all. So I have to start all over, start to train them again, start to
And
get
that's
them to
extra
be,
cost.
to understand the values and the goals of my business and to resonate with it. So I'm looking at, okay, yeah, this is opportunity cost. I'm going to spend more by paying them so that they can survive. I want to have at the end of this whole thing, like I want to like hunger kill some of them, but then you don't have people to work when
People
everything
to
is
work with
over,
after this
So
period. Yeah, I get.
um,
But okay,
so
I'm still with you though.
that's how that's how I look at it, right? But okay,
Okay, yeah, thank you. So I'm still with you, and then
hello,
I'm just thinking, some businesses actually got
okay.
to maximize other platforms. Like, okay, other than firing, can everyone come and be a creative? Yeah, you're a leader. You should not just throw these people away just because we are trying to survive or the business.